Hi guys, a quick update. Deontay Wilder looks like he's in talks with DAZN for a $50 million two-fight deal. Now the fight, for those of you who want this heavyweight stalemate to end soon with the top three fighting each other, that ain't going to happen if this deal goes ahead. What's going to happen is Deontay Wilder is going to be given a two-fight deal. There's 4 opponents that's been floated out there. Is the mandatory defense that he got coming up against Dominic Breazeale, Dillian Whyte, Vladimir Klitschko, even though he's still technically retired, although there has been some rumblings that he's going to mount a comeback, and Alexander Usyk. Now, downside to this, for those of you who see it as a downside, is that this fight doesn't include Anthony Joshua, or it doesn't include Tyson Fury, but that ain't a bad thing. I mean, a fight with Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale, Dillian Whyte, Vladimir Klitschko, or Alexander Usyk is an exciting prospect. It really is. The kind of fighter that Deontay Wilder is, he could lose at any minute. And I hate to say it, in 2 to 3 years' time, I think Wilder's going to have 2 to 3 defeats. So I'm not in no great rush to see him fight Anthony Joshua. I'm in no great rush for this heavyweight confusion to end. This is a good time for heavyweight boxing, in my opinion. I mean, we haven't had days like this since the 90s. And yeah, okay, we didn't get Riddick Bowe versus Lennox Lewis, or Riddick Bowe versus Michael Moore, or Lennox Lewis versus Michael Moore, or anything like that. We didn't get them fights, but it was still a great era, and it was sustained. You know, it lasted a long time. I mean, Tyson gave up the era in February of 1990. We then had, Holyfield, Bowe, Lewis, and what a decade that was. And I think we're on the verge of some sort of an equal sort of decade. If we were going to rush ahead with the Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua fight, and the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight, if we're going to go and really push for them now, the heavyweight division could be dead in 2 years. We could have a dominant champion. Look what happened with the last dominant champion. We had Vladimir Klitschko. God knows, decades worth of boring fights. When you got one division that is ruled by one guy, it makes for a boring division. So I would urge Deontay Wilder to take this deal, to not seek out Anthony Joshua. There is no rush for Anthony Joshua. What happens in the next 2 or 3 years is going to be even bigger. But in the meantime, you can earn some coin. You can make some really good money. And it can make it exciting for us. I mean, we love fantasy matchups. This is what drives boxing. We like working out who would win against this person. The fun about the Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fight wasn't the fight. And it definitely wasn't fun after the fight. It was the fun was the speculation. So you got Tyson Fury signing up with ESPN. Anthony Joshua's locked into DAZN, which leads me to another question. I mean, we know Anthony Joshua's next fight is against Jarrell Miller. Pretty much rule out a fight with Tyson Fury in the end of this year. So who does that leave for Joshua to fight in the last part of this year? I mean, if Usyk is being offered, Dillian Whyte, Usyk, and Klitschko are being offered to Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder's not on the table, who is Anthony Joshua going to defend against? Yeah, this is what makes the heavyweight scene so exciting right now. Is we don't know. What we do know is that none of them are going to fight each other. What we don't know is who they're going to fight next. I'm very excited by this, and I would really urge Deontay Wilder and his people to sign this 2-fight deal. It doesn't commit them to, it's not like a Canelo deal, 10-11 fight. He's not committed to the platform. He's still got options at the end of it, and at the end of it, if he successfully navigates 2 more defenses, he's going to be $50 million richer. What do you guys think?